my journey through the world, over land and over sea, I see different cultures and different people's ways. I was born where the sun never sets and never rises. I was born where the heat is like a second.
The land is green, the land is rich, filled with industrious, strong and happy people. They are conquerors, victorious and survivors irrespective of what they pass through. With a population of 180 million plus, the nation comprises of a variety of diverse customs, languages and traditions among over 500 ethnic groups. Amidst all of these, however, the nation experiences on a daily basis a high influx of its citizens migrating to advanced economies over the world. As Africa's most populous country, Nigeria deals with a range of migration issues, from massive internal and regional migration to brain drain and a large, well-educated diaspora in the West, mainly the United States and the United Kingdom, that it sees as key to future development.
Whispers of the night, I was singing 7 goats, 7 beats, 7 carries, 7 nuts, 7 lives, that's what I've got. I'm an African boy, over sea, over land, over mountain.
Hi, my name is Lucy. I'm University of Houston. I'm studying Information System Security. I'm getting my master's.
I'm a third year PhD student in Pharmaceutical Sciences. I attend Texas Southern University. I've lived here for 3 years.
Moriam Salah. I've been in the US since 2005. I'm a doctoral student and I'm an educator.
Oni, I've been in the US since 2006 and I work here full-time as a professional in the oil field.
Abidemi I attend Texas Southern University and my discipline is computer science. This is my 8th month.
Sidon Stackman. I've been in the US for 3 years.
Babatunde Adebisi, 8 years. I'm into business. I sell cars.
My name is SORROWFULLY. I'm a graphic designer, an artist, an entrepreneur, a comedian, an entertainer, a musician, a producer.
Hey, now look you waka come.
And I've been here for 9 years.
Wow. Well, my name is Andrew Ogali, aka Drewski, aka CEO of Wawa Boys Entertainment Corporation, and I've been here since 2008.
I've lived in the US for a while, but I started my master's just this January, so about 2 months now.
I've been in school for 3 years, and that's how long I've been in the United States.
That's a land of opportunity where you make whatever you want to make. If you have a big dream, you will be able to achieve your big dreams here.
We wanted a better life for us and our children.
Expectation was not so different from what is happening right now. My belief is any place you find yourself as a new person, that you have to pay your dues. By dues, I mean whatever is expected of you when it comes to your profession or whatever you're doing. In my case, I'm taking my board.
I actually moved from Nigeria to the UK. I schooled in the UK. After 4 or 5 years, I moved to USA, to Colorado. Lived in Colorado for about 3-4 years and moved to Houston. Oh, I expected a country where the life will be essentially peaceful, stress-free. We'll have constant supply of electricity, and just a good life, good transportation system as a whole.
Well, for me, when I left for United States, all I knew when they told me to come here is my brother came here, he made it. My other brother came here, he made it. So when you come here, you're gonna make it.
I mean, I didn't have any expectation. My knowledge about America was mostly American movies. You know, if I watch Home Alone, I've gone to America. If I've watched what they call it, Spider-Man, I've gone to New York. So that was my impression about America. Then I came to this America, and especially Houston. This is Nigeria and two. This is another Nigeria. You just be in traffic here somewhere. You go to my container. So it was just different.
And I go to school only twice. Challenges are that I have to drive from Katy to school twice a week. It's stressful, and there's always traffic. My lecturers are fine, better than back home. And aside that, everything is good. Living in the US is good. I mean, The only, downside to it, I guess, would be how everything seems to be on a contract. I can't really get my mind past the fact that my phone is on a contract, my car is on a contract, my house is on a contract, everything I own is on a contract. I don't fully own anything. The
major challenge at first when I first moved here was to adapt to the culture here.
No job on campus, even out of campus.
It's a long journey and sometimes struggle.
The exchange rate and our economy is so poor. So sending money down here is very stressful.
Racism.
When you come the first time, adjusting is one problem on its own. Just adjusting to the American culture. People think it's just, you come to America and you just switch. No. Didn't even, when I grew up, I didn't know bills. It was a thing, paying bills.
Yeah.
The only thing you really knew is NITEL had to be paid, NEPA had to be paid, and pretty much your rent, right? But it wasn't like that. Here in America, there is cycle for everything. End of month, end of year, taxes. You have to know everything, and those are actually, funny enough, those are struggles. That freedom, this is my own. I can, here, coming from another country, this is not your country. That's the beginning of everything. So everything, that tuition that I paid, when I found out what an American was paying, I hated the word international with all my heart. I'm paying 10, someone is paying 2, I'm complaining.
Well, in some aspects yes, some aspects no. Financially, yes. Socially, not as much. All my friends are back home. Academically, I haven't got my grades yet, so I don't know. But it seems easier here than back home. It's not as much of a struggle to study or do well. And lecturers just seem to tell you everything anyway.
Obviously, yes. I'm far doing better than what I was doing back home in Nigeria. Yeah.
The conducive environment, you have electricity, you have water, you have everything.
Say I've been more challenged here than I was back in Nigeria. It's easier to learn because the environment is quite conducive for learning.
Yeah, I'm doing better now than then.
Yes, it's better.
I mean,
better, man.
Yeah, it's better in America based on the environment, the amenities. In Nigeria, we are comedians now. I would feel like if I was in Nigeria,
the opportunity
would not be that
to
much.
do the comedy the way we chose to do it. If we did it in Nigeria, there's no way it will have picked up.
The abilities of a doctor is a little bit limited because we don't really, doctors back there are not really privy to, they're not opportune to, better equipment, better facilities. From experience from some of the rotations I did, I had access to things I never had back home.
One word, opportunities. There are no opportunities back home. Here you have countless opportunities.
Well, I'm not happy because it's a two-way thing. I'm happy because I'm doing better here, because that is my main goal when I was coming down here. And at the same time, I'm not happy because I need my country to be in a better place. I need us to improve on our electricity, on our economy.
I'm really not happy about the fact that the environment back home is not conducive. If everything can be put in place, I'll be so happy to go back home one day and run my business.
Well, to an extent, I'm happy. At the same time, it's like a two-sided coin because I'm not able to see my family, my extended family.
I'm not happy. I'm indeed sad about that. It's just unfortunate. Simple. Build more schools, and try and help the country to think that corruption is not always the way.
Nobody's happy. Nobody. As this one said, he didn't want to come to this country.
Well, I didn't want to come.
He didn't like it.
I didn't care.
But for me, they painted it in such a way that this is the only way you can get out of this situation. That's why it was painted. Nigeria was that hard. Opportunity, step by step.
Convenience.
Convenience. America is run on convenience.
Younger president that has the mindset.
There's anything I would change? I don't know if you can change it, but mindset of the whole country itself.
Good lights, good road. What do they call it?
All the amenities working.
Just the dream is just good light. If you just light, everything will work.
Yeah. Look,
if we just have electricity,
I think so.
Everything will
I
work.
really do think it.
People will be less frustrated.
It's down to that light.
You'll be broke sometimes, and you have no money to send back home. But people home doesn't really want to understand that. So you just have to send whatever you have, and just try sometimes to manage yourself right here.
When it comes to my family is different from other people's family. And when I speak of family, I make reference to, I'm referring to my immediate family, like my son and my wife. You just have to figure out what works for you. And she's also a doctor, by the way. So she's earning perfectly well to sustain herself, even without my help. But as the husband, I still have to send money back to her.
It's a struggle sometimes. It is a struggle. But for me, I have a family that's not so demanding. They understand the issues. So I'm able to balance it. I can only do what I can do to help my family and friends back in Nigeria. It's a misconception, yeah. But I will always tell them, I explain to them that things are not really easy the way you see. Thank God there is a social media today. They do know, Nigerians know a lot. They know what is happening around the world. Sometimes they know things that I'm in the US, I don't even know. They get to tell me. So it's not a bed of roses in the US. You have to be very hardworking to be able to get the best things of life.
It's not rosy.
Okay.
And I never mop.
And here, do you know the funny thing? People even value money more. Like, you know, in Nigeria, if you can be a bum, right? And someone can just dash you money. People, they dash.
Yeah.
Here, nobody, even $1.
You have to earn it.
You have everything. You work per hour.
Everything is earned.
Everything is earned.
Added weight is money.
Because the way they see America, like they already see it as land of opportunity. My dad believes if you just enter here, they just give you a job. You still have to hustle for that job. You know.
I'm blessed and I'm opportune to be here. But yeah, there is a misconception. People feel like you come to the United States and everything is rosy and beautiful. And there's struggle all over the world.
Yeah, there's always that misconception Nigerians have about their fellow Nigerians in diaspora, believing that we walk the walls of Wall Street and we pick up dollar bills as we want. But the truth is, it's an equal struggle. Maybe the social amenities are available, but they are not free. You have to pay for those things.
Change that. You can't change that. The only thing you can do is create awareness, which we are doing as comedians. Due to social media, now you can see what's going on.
Yeah.
You can see my struggle on Snapchat. I've not eaten today. I'm making ramen, so they know. But because back then, they can only imagine.
Yeah.
So I think it's getting better now that you can see what someone is doing here. But that's one of the reasons why we started doing the comedy. So we can show you that it's not beans here. We show at least some of the struggles that we are going through to pay that rent.
To address that, I think Nigerians in Nigeria need to really expose themselves and get to know as much as possible about what's happening in diaspora. I'm just want to go with the wind and just wait and see what the future holds for me. But it would be my joy and honor to go back to South Nigeria in any way I can to contribute to making the country great, rather than sit here and talk about the shortcomings and everything.
I wish to go back home very soon to establish myself. If the things back home is better, if our economy back home is better, and we have good government, I'll surely go back home to establish myself, because home is home.
Of course, Nigeria, I believe Nigeria also has its own version of the American dream. I do have a lot of friends that have come back and sell businesses, and these guys are actually pretty much very successful. This is not a story I've heard. This is what I've actually seen with my very eyes. So I see the opportunity there. So the question is, why not?
Of course. I would really love to go back and, do something there, put a brand there that allows people to know, what's going on. Oh boys,
I have to go back now. There's no place like home. America is not my place. I came here, land of opportunity. I came to seek the opportunity.
I got it.
I go home now. Agaracha must come back, I go back and,